Hello and welcome. Today I am doing another little tiny live stream. So, just a little update on the transition. Yay! Fun stuff. So, I figured I'd talk about like Crack's neck. I hope you could hear that because that felt fucking weird. My neck feel broken half the time, but that has nothing to do with the transition. I don't know why my neck does that. It's probably because I feel like I've got just like really broken body. um, yeah. So we're gonna start kind of from the beginning. And quick side note, I have been wearing wigs because they're fun. First off, bald cap. Um, no, it's not a bald cap. It's a hairnet or wig cap. Check it, the wig cap. But yeah, quick side note. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on just because I thought it'd be fun to put on during the stream. And in addition to that, I'm on like session 5 was completed of laser hair removal. So, every time I get one of those sessions done, it doesn't really like, I don't know, make the hair easy to shave, I guess you could say. And like, it kind of really sucks because every single time I do get laser hair treatment, it'll look great for like a day, and then it becomes like really dark like how it is now, which is like awful. But I kind of have to like let it, personally, at least in my experience, because it might be different for everyone, but I kind of gotta let it like grow out a little bit so that I can like shave it or whatever. And then after like a month, or maybe not a month, after like a week or so, it the facial hair kind of just like, I guess like, well, the laser hair kills the roots. So like, yeah, it takes it a while, but then the roots literally just kind of like fall out. And then it looks good. But until that point, oh god, there we go. Until that point, it kind of just like sucks, because then there's just like a bunch of like stubble that literally cannot be shaved off. It's like unholy. So like I work in like a medically oriented job, so I just wear like a face mask all the time, like just a surgical mask the entire time I'm doing like my work and I'm at work, because it covers all of the like stubble I can't get rid of. But I'm just trying to like situate this. I figured it'd be kind of, like I said, fun to do. All right, there we go. Look. This is like, I don't know. My roommate gave me a bunch of wigs, so like I have so many. But yeah, I've been wearing them because it's like super gender affirming, and this like hair cap is like crushing my skull. But it's like super gender affirming and it's fun. But the transition itself, when I started, we're gonna start from the beginning. And then I gotta go to bed because it's like 11 o'clock, but like I have to shower and go to bed because I worked all night and I have been up for like, I don't know how long at this point. I think I've been up for like 15 hours or something, and had worked, I think it was 13 of those hours. But yeah, no, this wig's super cute though, because it's just got a bunch of colors going on. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so ADHD. But anyways, I use a lot of filler words. I'm great at that. From the beginning, let's go. From the beginning of my transition, I started HRT pretty much once I had decided, and it took me a while to decide. And like I had always dealt with like severe, like, hopefully this is like helpful to y'all, by the way, if anyone's like watching this that, or does watch this, that ever questions like wanting the transition. But I'd always felt like, well, first off, everyone always thought I was gay. Everyone always thought I was like the gay one out of the family, and I like kind of just like didn't really know. I mean, like I just was like strictly with women and stuff. For like majority of my life, it was like about, let's see, how old am I now? So I just turned 26 last December, and I think it was up until I was like 23, 20. No, wait, no, sorry, I'm stupid. That's sleep deprivation. Let me tell you. It was up until I was 25, where I finally decided to transition, and now I've been on HRT. Hello. Now I've been on HRT for 6 months. Let's go. I feel like I've gotten pretty dang good at makeup for the most part. I like to experiment and do all sorts of different kinds, little dots and stuff, and eyeshadow. But I started, and it took me forever to decide because I was afraid of like social perception. I was afraid of like my parents. That was a huge one, because like I knew for a fact that I was gonna get disowned if I like started like my transition, like, and I started transitioning. So like honestly, I just like hid. I was like just like hiding under a rock essentially. Like I felt weird, like. But let me tell you this: everyone that I dated, like, which were girls up until like age 25, which I've been single since then. Let's go, pop off says. Everyone I had dated up until that point was girls, and they all, to my knowledge, from what I've gathered from my sources, they've all like kind of thought I was too femme, and that's cool and all, like, whatever. And I don't think they minded because like most of them were like kind of like bisexual anyways, and I think that's like kind of like that like fed into like my like gender affirmation. Like it gave me some like euphoria, I guess, because like they were just like really like mindful, accepting type of people, like, so that's just, I think, why I felt very comfortable around them as well. And the longer I dated these people, the more feminine aspects I would show of myself. Like I would like shave my legs and like be overly obsessive with like body scents and like lotions, and I was so fucking jealous. Sorry for I'll be cussing. I'm so jealous of like all the women's clothing, the styles, like just being a woman, like. And I just always thought being a man was crusty, and I was like, I don't want to be a man, like it just wasn't it. Like it just always gave me like gender dysphoria and like depression, and like I said, I just kind of ignored that for the longest time. So leading up to that, I had also been raised to think like that kind of stuff was not okay, like being trans. So when I actually did come out, my parents were not exactly accepting of me being trans. So that's cool that we love that. And they said that only rich people, like, well, people like that have like well-off parents or whatever, or like access to good funding or money or whatever, can do it, and they're the only ones that can get away with it or whatever. So that was kind of BS. Like that was like really rude, and they were just like super not accepting. We're not gonna get too much into that because it's just like too much of the personal biz. But they weren't that great with it, and they had taught me, like my whole life, like that's kind of like not okay to do that, not to be trans or whatever. Like I don't know, like just the LGBTQ. Like they didn't raise me in a good way, like, but so like. I was just like, all right, fine, whatever. And then after a while, I just ignored it. I was just like, whatever, like. Okay, sorry, I was reading a chat. I was reading it for a little bit. God, I'm sleep deprived. Stop. Oh my god. Okay, so. No, now I've lost my train of thought. Literally, now I'm just thinking of work. My traumatizing life at work. Back on track. I gotta reboot my brain. God, stop it. Wow, I am tired. So, I continued my transition, ignored what they had to say, and I did get disowned, and I was like, alright, cool, that sucks, but nothing's gonna stop me because I had found, like, my happiness. This is, like, my personal happiness. Like, I am not, like, upset about this at all in any way. Like, yeah, it sucked, but, like, it was like, you know, I'd finally found myself. And it was like it was like how do I phrase this? It corrected or stopped any sort of like internal sadness I had or whatever. Like depression was like kind of gone at that point, if that makes sense. Like there was like obviously a lot of gender dysphoria and I was like very upset and stuff like that. Like I don't feel like I'm passing and I still don't feel exactly like I'm passing. Like I'm still working on that, like, but because it has only been 6 months, but yeah, I don't know. It's only, yeah, I'm working on it, so I'm not quite there yet. Um, and I'm still, you know, like not feeling affirmed or whatever, and like still got a lot to do. It's very early on, but I kept going, you know, and I was like, whatever, I don't need to be rich. Like I can use insurance because it like a lot of like Aetna and Blue Cross Blue Shield both offer like gender affirming care that is mostly covered under insurance, like through your work. So I found that I can do it, and I was like, okay, cool. I guess I'll do it because like I had found my happiness and was like, yeah. Now that I've decided nothing's gonna stop me, so moving forward from that, taking the hormones and stuff. Like I noticed like smoother skin. That was like the first thing. And one thing that was super weird, I don't know if people talk about it, but one thing that was super weird was like pee like smells sweeter. It's so strange. I don't quite know how to explain that one other than like that's exactly just like what I noticed, and it's just like kind of weird, I guess, to mention, but like it did. So I mean, I feel like I gotta mention it, right? So yeah, I continued on, did that. Noticed that my skin was changing, and like there's all the minor things. Like there was like some boob growth and stuff. Like the boob growth is minor. It's like not even probably like an A cup. It's really tiny. So I do plan on getting top surgery for sure. And I know, that obviously like it requires like a lot more like time for boob growth, like, and it's gonna take a little bit longer. Like, it's not gonna be like instantaneous or anything. And there will be growth like from like what is it, 1 to 2 years. So it's quite a while of growth, and it could get to be a little bit more, but I'm just like, whatever, I'm getting top surgery, it's fine. But yeah, so I'm decided I'm gonna do that, just because I can, and it's covered under insurance. And I chose Aetna, which like only requires like one referral letter, so from a therapist. So you just get one referral letter, and then you're kind of good. And you have to be on hormones for 6 months, which is about now. This is the 6-month mark. So exciting! I love it. But yeah, so I have not been happy, and I've never been like happier in my life, no matter like how much like shit I've dealt with. And positivity, don't get me wrong. Like there's been like an insane amount of positivity with it as well. Like it's been a good time. But let me check. Hold on, let me try different lighting. White mode. Wow. Okay, that's really bright. My eyeballs. And tan color. Cool. Yeah, that's probably a little better. I'm blind now. Maybe a little darker. Okay. So yeah, that was cool. I was like super happy about that. That I could do that through insurance, and that I like, yeah, we'll get all this like gender affirming care. So I plan on doing that. That's like next on my like transition agenda or whatever. Still growing my hair out. That's why I was like showing you guys at the beginning like what the length is, and like kind of like just throwing on wigs just to cover it up, and also because they're fun. Like I really do enjoy like the different styles and colors and stuff, and they're all so cute. Like this one's so cute. And it's just like I can do a different look each and every day. But yeah, so aside from like just noticing differences like with skin and like I said, like I don't know, like neurological, like it doesn't change the physical structure of your brain taking hormones, but it does change the chemical structure a little bit. So a little bit of brain juices flowing around in there. I did get a orchiectomy, which was like the first like transgender surgery I've ever gotten. I know. I already had one, so like that's really cool. Got me on like a head start. But yeah, I got that one, and if anyone doesn't know what that means, because I didn't know what that meant before. It was a bilateral orchiectomy, which is like the removal of both like testicles, but they leave like the rest because they use that for a vaginoplasty down the road. So I don't know. This is like my thing. I just do like peace signs. I'm so sorry. But that's cool. So like that's like the plan, you know, like vaginoplasty eventually. But I don't produce testosterone anymore. So since I don't produce any testosterone, I'm just taking like estrogen, which is the hormones, and I virtually am producing no testosterone, which is nice. And that helps speed up like boob growth and like just transition like the skin, and like makes it smoother, faster, whatever. You're not having to take two meds, because then you don't have to take the estradiol and the what's it called, the spironolactone, or however it's pronounced or whatever. I can't even speak. But yeah, so I noticed like off the bat, yeah, those small things. You're like a little bit more moody. I feel like you need more sleep. Like I feel like I require more sleep more frequently. But that's also because I'm going through like second puberty essentially. And second puberty is wild, considering like it's like, oh shit, I've already like went through one of these things, like now I gotta go through another one. But this one's fun because this one's like, second puberty is cool. Like it's the one where you essentially get to I don't know, fully like feel gender affirmed, because the first one was the wrong one, you know. It's like not the right puberty to go through. So I have to, yeah, I have to shave, because if you missed it at the beginning, I just got a 5th session of laser hair removal. So every time I get one, it like pushes all the like roots of like the hair follicles out. So as the roots are being pushed out, they are like really thick and stuff. So I literally can't shave it. I tried. I try every time, but it sucks. But then after like a week, all of like the roots of the hair follicles fall out, and then there's less facial hair, and then it regrows some, but then you get the next laser hair treatment, and then so forth. Like, and then it just keeps pushing it out, and then you just shave again or whatever, blah blah blah, until like there's less and less hair follicles growing and forming. So yeah, don't look at it. But yes, I do need to shave because it sucks, but it probably won't even do much because I can't really shave the little bases out of it. Like I said, I gotta wait like 2-3 days to a week. Of course, shaving still, even though it doesn't get the roots out. But anywho, where was I? I lost track. Yeah, so hormonal changes, you go through second puberty. Second puberty is fun because like then you're growing boobs and stuff, and like it's the whole like fun, you know, intro, beginning trans portion type thing. And skin softness and the mental changes, and yeah, it's a good time, because then it's like super gender affirming. So yeah, after all of that's done, like, and you kind of like settle and you've been on hormones, like at least I've noticed like you kind of get like a chill, little bit of like a less vigorous and crazy hormonal fluctuation around like 4 months, and then like 5-6 months has chilled out a little bit more. So it's been a little bit better. So I've been like, all right, cool. Like I still feel hella moody. Like if I'm hungry and I haven't eaten, like I feel so fucking like deprived. I need food. Like it is so much worse than like it's ever been, like when I'm hungry. Like cause like I'm a growing girl. Like I need my food. So yeah, good times. But yeah, next up, as the year progresses, it will also change like your muscle structure. Your muscles will shrink. Like your butt will grow. You'll get bigger hips and stuff. Like your thighs will change a little bit. You get thicker thighs, thick thighs, thick thighs. And you could, I don't know if this is 100% sure or not, but you could get a little bit shorter. Your hands and feet might shrink a little bit. It doesn't affect your bones, but it does shrink the muscles. And shrinking the muscles may mean that possibly like the tendons might shrink, or your spine, your body might crunch a little bit. It might be like an inch at max, maybe, if that. But you should shrink as a person. And it's fun. Because it's all being done, like I said, because I've always been depressed and like I've always wanted to be a woman, and I was never born one, and I'm just like, okay, well, like I feel like I should have been born one. So now that I've begun the transition, like it feels like super gender affirming. Like I've just been so happy about it, and I can't wait to see like how it transpires further. Like I want to see myself in 6 months, like, and I want to see myself in a year, and see where I am and see how much more I've transitioned. Because like 6 months is still considered like a baby trans. Like I'm still considered like really early on in my transition. So there's a lot of progress to be made. But I figured I'd do the update because it's like, why not? Like I've been enjoying making like some trans content recently, and doing some live streams every once in a while is always fun. So it's just like, why not? Like I plan on continuing to do some more content. I'll be doing like some more like goofy videos and whatnot, or maybe just like a Q&A or something, or like another podcast with like another fellow trans. And I think I'm gonna do a video of Katsucon, the anime convention that I'll be like 99% likely going to, which that's gonna be really cool. I am going as Espeon from Pokemon. It's gonna be cute. I found such a cute outfit. But I've even got like purple contacts for it. Like that's gonna be fun. I'm a slut for like some colored contacts. So yeah, aside from that, I haven't noticed anything like major. Like I said, I have gotten that surgery, which was kind of like early to do for a trans, but like I don't know, I was like, whatever, like why not? Like I want to get a head start. Like I want to like kind of fly through. I want to like make as much progress and feel gender as affirmed as possible. Like I want to feel super cute, and like I don't want to like I know like my voice maybe like is is definitely like the one thing that people are probably gonna point out, but I want to visually be where I want to be, I want that part to be like not clockable exactly as like anything but a female. Like I want to be specifically seen as a female. So like it sucks when I'm like misgendered, and then like people see me and they're just like, is that a girl? It's like, yes, bitch, I'm a fucking girl. Like, what you want? Come at me. So yeah, I don't know. I'm like I said, sleep deprived, and I make myself laugh because it's like a void filler. It's something I do, and the nonstop peace signs. But yeah, I think that's about all I have for the 6-month update. Still doing the laser hair treatment, some breast growth. It doesn't change your voice, unfortunate. I know. But I've been trying to vocal train as much as I can. And yeah, I think it's changed my face a very small amount. It has changed my body a little bit, also a slight amount. But like I've gained a little bit of weight. Like I'm like 5'10", 135. And now I'm still 5'10", but I weigh like 151 now. So we're getting there. We're making some progress. It's also hard because I just like work so much too. So like I feel like I'm just like constantly burning calories, and me having ADHD, I'm just like super spastic. But yeah, still working on that voice though. Like that part's tricky. Like, cause I think my ADHD plays a role into that. because I feel like I can do a little bit better like this. It might be kind of high pitched, it might be kind of forced, but it's definitely better than like talking in my more like regular voice, if that makes sense. It's just hard. I don't know why. Like I think it's because I'm too tired. I work too much, and I'm not focused on it as like much as I should be. Because I'm focusing like on the physical part of the transition. So, yeah, I gosh, and my job is so stressful. So like that on top of that, that's just the icing on the cake. Like that just makes it even worse. So yeah, but hey, I have been doing a lot of voice training, and I can do Stitch. No, wait, not Stitch. Sorry, I can do Elmo. Elmo loves you. Elmo was here. I've learned how to do that one, and then Blakely voice. Catching 626 is gonna be hard, Jumpa. So there's that one. And what else is it that I've learned? There was another voice. I mean, there's like my British voice that I've been working on as well. It's not too bad, but it's I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to maintain as well. I don't know. I do enjoy British accents, but I feel like it's even harder to do a British voice and a feminine voice, like, and mix it into one. So for vocal training, I'm gonna have to do like some vocal training online or something, or look into finding a vocal therapist somewhere, because I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to like shit on myself or anything, but I feel like I might have the capacity to do it. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if it's the mental part. If it's the mental parts of it, or if it's like I need something else to do, like, and to inquire about. But yeah, so that's like that voice. It's fun, but it's like hard for me to maintain it. I mean, like, not me nervously rocking in my chair, like, mad. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I will say, yeah, the main thing, I've been super, super happy and confident and proud, and like, although there's a lot of shit, there's like a lot of great as well. You know, you like a mixture of this, you a little bit of that, you just make a shit sandwich. You probably don't want to eat it, but you throw it out to the side. And yeah, like, it's good time. It's good time. Glad to be alive. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll check y'all in the next one. And have a wonderful day, love.